welcome back to Passing the Torch. I'm your host, Barbaros Arslan. Thank you guys for joining me today. Very excited to be bringing you guys a whole new segment of Passing the Torch, which is pretty much Cinematic Saturdays. That's what I'm going to be throwing on it. If you think I can come up with something a little bit more catchy, let me know. But basically what I'm going to be doing is sitting down every Saturday, and I'm going to be taking a look at some of our favorite TV shows, favorite movies, and dissect and break them down. Because honestly, it's just so crazy to think of the amount of content that's going to be dropping, especially if you're a Marvel fan, if you're into Star Wars, all that stuff, dude. It's just, we've got a lot of great stuff coming. They just dropped Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. Man, I've heard nothing but great things. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen, to kick this off and get it started and rolling, man, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, man. Yes. Episode 1 dropped yesterday, Friday, March 19th, and you know what? I'm very happy with it. I read some people that weren't too thrilled on it. You know, it's a little bit of a slow start for them. Look, man, I love it. It's setting the pace. You know what I mean? Like it's for people who forget what happened after Endgame, you know, everybody kind of disbanded. The Avengers are really no more. You know, Sam went off and did his own thing. We saw, you know, Doctor Strange is going back and he's dealing with his whole stuff. They're about to introduce Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. But anyway, just Captain America and Iron Man. After they died, I mean, those were the captains, man. I mean, of course, Captain America, but you know, those were their biggest heavy hitters. 1 and 2. Those were their leaders, man. Those guys were through and through probably the best men for the job. So they're definitely feeling a big blow with not having them around. It's because Captain America, you know, he gave everybody that symbol of hope, symbol of strength, something to look forward to, you know, because everybody needs something to believe in. I'm sorry, that's just the thing. Even in the movie world and stuff in that sorts, like people need something to believe in. And you know, Sam doesn't want it. He said, you know, the first thing that Captain America asked me is how does it feel, and the first thing he said was it feels like it's not his. It's not. He said it's not mine. It feels like it doesn't belong. And he's like very conflicted right now, okay? He's doesn't know whether he should pick up the mantle of being Captain America. He still believes that nobody can fill those shoes, and you know what Steve Rogers was to Captain America, nobody will ever be able to replace. So he's very conflicted right now. Moving on from the beginning of where the Falcon is in this state of conflict within himself, you know, we see the first introduction of the new villains, which is LAF. Now, I want to talk about this real quick just for a little bit. LAF has no mentions in Marvel Comics or Marvel's cinematic universe. I've never heard of them. I don't know who they could be, or possibly if Disney is throwing their little bit of pizzazz on it and, you know, switching up a bad guy group. But I know that Flag Smashers were also announced as well, that they are they're a bad guy villains or whatever, and such that are actually they're reaping the benefits after the blip, and they're trying to get the world to be back to what it was when it was during the blip. They want no borders. They liked the chaos and the control that they were being able to get from it. Okay, but this LAF, these villains, we have no clue who they are. The only reference or idea that we can get of maybe what's their agenda or who's their leader is that Batroc gets, you know, introduced as well, and we haven't seen him since the Winter Soldier, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. But you know, he's the main guy, and he's played by GSP. Hey, shout out to the UFC, shout out to GSP, man. a goat in himself. But that's the only really big clue that we have. You know, they were capturing, or they captured a Air Force fighter pilot. I think he was like a captain or something, actually. So he had some information that shows us and actually shines a little bit of a light to let us know how powerful they are. If they're able to abduct and intercept a fighter pilot, a military fighter pilot, bro, they're able to do all these things. You know, they were trying to fly into Libya as well. I'm kind of all over the place, so that Sam wouldn't have been able, the Falcon wouldn't have been able to intercept them. But they're put together. They're well equipped. They're mercenaries that have they're very well funded. So are they the new villains? Are they the new main ones? I'm thinking I don't know, because I know of Flag Smashers from the comics, and the Flag Smashers were far more dangerous, far more reckless. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on that. But who is LAF? That's the big question. Can anybody answer that? I don't think so. Not yet. You know, is it that to be, because I mean, the last time that we saw Batroc, right, in the Winter Soldier, Captain America the Winter Soldier, that was the last time that we saw Zemo as well. You know, and he was an evil ass motherfucker, dude. He was able to keep Hydra very well alive. And yeah, so we're going to keep our eyes on that. You know, the first half of the episode was really given the story, or setting the pace for the Falcon. But the second half we go into with the Winter Soldier, and you see, you know, it starts off with a flashback, okay? He's hunting down, he's mowing down a bunch of people, still working for Hydra as the Winter Soldier. And, you know, he kills an innocent person. He goes out of his way to go and kill somebody to, you know, tie up the loose ends. He wakes up. He's being haunted by these memories. It's obvious it was a memory. It was a flashback. So he's a free man on the outside. He's going to therapy. He's trying to deal with these things. And he's just trying to find his purpose. You know, he even says it himself when he's speaking with the therapist. Like, dude, he's done nothing but go on to the next fight from the next fight and be dragged on and so forth. He's really been just a soldier since as long as he can know. So he's kind of dealing with that. He's trying to clear his name by making amends and stuff like that. You know, even though now he's freed, he's been given clemency or whatever. He's been cleared. Okay, people still, they're fucking scared of him, dude. Like, this guy was Hydra's top assassin. Okay, this guy, his body record is just fucking ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know the exact amount of confirmed kills that he has, but I just know for a fact that he's killed a lot of motherfuckers. Let's just say that. But man, you know, he's doing everything he can, and I think it's gonna end very bad. And I'll say this, okay, because I'm kind of hopping all over the place. But look, we know for a fact that the old guy that he's helping, the old man, Japanese old man, Chinese old man guy that he's helping out, that's the father or grandfather of the innocent person that he killed in his flashback when he was having his nightmare. So he's been looking after and taking care of this guy, making sure, you know, things are all right. He goes out and has lunch with him, things of that sort. Man, things can get really hectic, dude. Things can get really bad. But the Winter Soldier's trying. He's human now. He doesn't have any of the snaps or the slips that he was having when he was still, you know, trying to get his mind wiped of all the memories of being a Winter Soldier and such. But he's coming along, okay? Towards the end and everything, wrapping up the episode, you know, Sam turns down the shield. He just says that it's not for him. Captain America will, like I was saying in the beginning, the shoes will never be filled, right? So he had turned in the shield earlier in the episode. So turns it down, right? He's not going to do it. Well, at the end of the fucking episode, lo and behold, this motherfucker gets revealed that there's a new Captain America. And from what we know, and based on the aesthetics and the costume and stuff, this Captain America, he has the stripes on his chest, man, I know for a fact this is going to end bad because in the comic books, for all the other people that know, Captain America's replacement, he ends up he's Hydra. He's a Hydra doppelganger, I guess you could say. But man, let me know how you guys feel about this first episode of The Winter Soldier. Did it live up to your expectations, or is it a slow start, or is it right on pace for where you think things are going to be going? I truly believe that it's right on pace. I like the flow that they set for it. That's just me. Call it what it is. But no, man, we really thank you guys for joining me here today, passing the torch on Cinematic Saturday, the very first one ever. If you're new here, make sure you guys go like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Hey, let me know if there are any other TV shows, anime, anything like that that you'd like me to dive into.